Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the story of the very first automobile. Actually, to be precise, it was considered the first self-propelled vehicle at that time. A machine capable of carrying people and cargo all on its own. That's right, we are talking about the invention of a vehicle that changed the world forever. And the man behind this invention is called Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more great stories like this one. Alright, let's get into that. Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot was born on February 26, 1725 in the small town of Vouille-Bacon, located in the northeastern France. As a child, Cugnot grew up in a modest family but showed a natural talent for mechanics and problem solving. It's believed that from a young age he was fascinated by how things worked, especially machines, which were becoming more important during the Industrial Revolution. Despite his humble beginnings, Cugnot's curiosity led him to educate himself in engineering. His early exposure to military life also played a significant role in shaping its future. By the time he was a young man, he had joined the French army, where his skills would be put to use in developing military technology like artillery systems. This experience sparked his interest in building large practical machines, paving the way for his groundbreaking invention. So what exactly did Cugnot invent? In 1769, Cugnot built the first full-scale self-propelled vehicle. It was a steam-powered tricycle designed to carry heavy loads, especially military equipment. The vehicle worked by using steam power. A boiler was heated to create steam, which was then used to drive a piston. The piston, in turn, moved a crank that rotated the wheels. Think of it as the early version of a steam engine used in trains, but instead of rails, this was on 3 wheels. But let's be honest, it was slow, really slow. The top speed was only about 2.5 miles per hour or 4 kilometers per hour. And it was massive, weighing about 2.5 tons. Not only that, but it had trouble with stability and handling. Sometimes the vehicle would tip over because the steam engine was heavy and hard to balance. Cugnot's invention was groundbreaking, but it had some issues. The biggest problem? The steam boiler needed to be refilled with water and reheated every 15 minutes. That wasn't exactly practical for long-distance travel. As you can imagine, these challenges meant that the vehicle wasn't widely adopted. In fact, after Cugnot built his second version of the vehicle in 1771, the project was largely abandoned. The French military didn't see much of use of it at that time. Even though Cugnot's invention wasn't a big success back then, it still holds an important place in history. Here are some interesting facts. Number 1. Cugnot's 1769 model is considered the world's first automobile. Yes, it's the ancestor of all cars today. Number 2. One of Cugnot's original vehicles is still preserved today. It's on display at the Conservatoire National des Arts et Métiers Museum in Paris. So if you ever visit France, you can see it in person. Number 3. Cugnot's work didn't make him famous during his lifetime. In fact, he fell into debt later in life. But the French government granted him a small pension in recognition of his achievements as an inventor. Number 4. This invention, although not commercially successful, sparked the idea for future developments in transportation, leading eventually to the steam locomotive and later to the internal combustion engine. Even though Cugnot's steam vehicle didn't revolutionize transportation in his time, it laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the modern automotive industry. His pioneering vision of a self-propelled vehicle capable of carrying both people and cargo opened the door for future innovations in transportation. Without Cugnot's early inventions, the development of cars would have been delayed for many years. Fast forward to 1886, when Karl Benz patented the first modern automobile powered by an internal combustion engine. This landmark patent marked a critical turning point in automotive history and can be seen as a direct evolution of the concepts that Cugnot introduced. Innovators like Benz and Henry Ford built upon Cugnot's ideas, transforming them into practical vehicles that we rely on today. Cugnot's work was a crucial step in the journey that ultimately changed the way we travel and shaped the world as we know it. So, that's the story of Nicolas-Joseph Cugnot and the very first automobile. From his background in the French military to his ambitious steam-powered vehicle, Cugnot paved the way for all the amazing advancements in transportation that followed. Would you have liked to ride his steam-powered car, or do you think it was a little bit too ahead of time? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.